Parenting a teenager can sometimes feel like walking a tightrope. You want to guide them, set boundaries, and teach responsibility. But at the same time, you want to protect the trust and closeness in your relationship. And that's not always easy. Many parents ask, how do you discipline a teenager without using physical punishment? Research in child development gives us some answers. Physical punishment may stop a behavior in the moment, but over time it damages trust and increases conflict. The American Academy of Pediatrics has found that teens who experience physical discipline are more likely to struggle with anxiety, aggression, and even low self-esteem. What they need instead is discipline that teaches, guides, and builds respect. So what does that actually look like? Let's take it step by step. The first step is setting clear expectations. Teenagers need to know where the boundaries are. Be specific, not vague. Instead of saying, "Don't be disrespectful," you might try, "When we talk, I expect you to listen without interrupting, and I'll do the same for you." Notice how that sets a standard while also showing respect both ways. Boundaries give security. They let your teen know what's expected. The second step is using natural and logical consequences. This is where the consequence connects directly to the behavior. If your teen misuses their phone, the natural consequence is losing access for a while. If they stay out past curfew, the logical consequence might be an earlier curfew next weekend. Think about it this way. If your teen forgets their homework at home, a punishment might be yelling or taking away their video games. A logical consequence would be letting them experience the teacher's response and then problem-solving together. What can you do differently tomorrow to make sure this doesn't happen again? That small shift turns discipline into learning. The third step is involving them in problem-solving. Teenagers are far more likely to cooperate when they feel their voice matters. Instead of laying down every rule, try asking, "What do you think is a fair way to handle this situation?" For example, if they've been coming home late, invite them into the conversation about curfew. Research shows that when teens are part of the decision, they develop stronger problem-solving skills and are more motivated to follow through. It shifts discipline from my rules to our agreement. The fourth step is staying calm and consistent. And this one can be tough. Teens will push limits. That's part of growing up. What matters most is how we respond. Yelling or lecturing often pushes them further away. Calm consistency shows that you mean what you say, and that the rules are steady. Even pausing for a few seconds before you respond can make all the difference. And the fifth step is focusing on connection. This is what makes all the other steps work. Discipline isn't only about correcting behavior. It's about protecting the bond that makes your teenager want to listen in the first place. Sometimes teens act out not because they're defiant, but because they're overwhelmed or craving attention. Taking the time to listen, validate their feelings, and show empathy reminds them that your love isn't conditional. Picture this. Your teenager slams the door after an argument. It's tempting to respond with anger. Instead, wait until things cool down and then say, "I can see you were really frustrated. Do you want to talk about what was going on for you?" That moment teaches emotional regulation more than any punishment could. So here's the takeaway. Discipline isn't about punishment. Discipline means teaching. It means guiding your teenager toward better choices while protecting their self-respect. By setting clear expectations, using natural consequences, involving them in problem-solving, staying calm, and focusing on connection, you're showing your teen that love and boundaries can live side by side. The goal isn't to control your teen. The goal is to raise an adult who respects themselves and others. And that begins with the kind of discipline that builds trust instead of fear. If this was helpful, please like this video and share it with another parent who might benefit. Together we can grow a community of support and connection. Before you go, tell me in the comments, what's one calm discipline strategy that has worked with your teenager? Your story could help another parent.